welcome to Gymnastics with Joy, the podcast that flips your perspective on gymnastics, where every athlete has a story and we're here to tell it. I'm Joy, and today I am joined by a bars beauty, a Bruin baddie, a precision performer, a floor queen, a legacy leader, and a gymnast whose impact reached far beyond the routine. I can't believe she's here, but she is. Please welcome the one, the only, Margzetta Frazier.
Oh, thank you very much, Joy. I appreciate it. It's
Yes, welcome.
an honor to be on your show. Oh my goodness.
Thank you. That's so sweet of you. I have been a fan for so long. You have been one of my favorite athletes to watch over the years, and I remember watching your elite days. I remember watching your UCLA days, and now it's so cool to see all that you're doing everywhere around the world. You've just been traveling.
Yeah, I just got home less than a week ago from our Europe trip. So just seeing a lot. Retirement has been very fruitful and fun. So
That's good. It looked like a lot of fun.
yes, a lot of fun, a lot more. I always thought I was very worldly,
Hmm.
but I mean, there you can never be like too educated around the world and what's happening and the cultures, and it's just so beautiful. So I recommend to anyone to travel the world, and you don't know yourself until you do.
Yes, preach. I absolutely agree with that. Yeah. I want to start from the beginning because I have so many questions, but I want to know your gymnastics origin story. I would like to know, take me back to the very beginning. What drew you to gymnastics? What was your origin story? And what made you fall in love with the sport?
Definitely. So um, everyone always asks, like, how did I start? And I can't remember. I don't think I was like aware I was even alive when I started. Like, I got put into gymnastics when I was 3 in
Mhm.
this little preschool program, and I just couldn't stop moving, couldn't stop flipping. I was flipping off the couches, I was flipping off the fence, I was crawling up everything. So gymnastics made sense. But I have very athletic parents and very musical parents. So I was in a bunch of theater. I was doing I was at the Academy of Music in Philadelphia doing theater production growing up. And I was also taking jujitsu and capoeira and karate and soccer. And I was doing everything.
Yeah.
And I was very young for my group
Mhm.
in gymnastics. I would say I was always the youngest and I was always the smallest. Like
Mm.
I remember being 10 years old in a level 10 with 10th graders. And that
Wow.
has just always been, and I'm still friends with those girls to this day. And so I realized in my club career, the little more recreational side of it before parquets.
Hmm.
Um, I just kind of outgrew the environment, and everyone knew it. They were all just very supportive, and they've been so supportive of my career. Gymnasts that I did level 4 with coming to UCLA meets to cheer me on. So you can always find that in gymnastics. It's always a sisterhood. So I just kind of, we started making the commute to parquets. And I remember, it's such a funny story. Um, my mom told me I was going to go to work with her, right?
Liar.
I know. So we skipped school, and I'm like, yes, skipping school, going to work with my mom. And she's a behavioral therapist. So I just thought, it would be fun. And I opened my eyes. Well, first of all, in the car, I'm like, man, we've been driving for a long time.
This isn't to work.
Right. And I open my eyes and I see parquets. And I started bawling because, like, you grow up, you watch the YouTube documentary.
Mhm.
Like, it's very intimidating. And just
Yeah.
like, I never thought that that would ever be me. Just a
Yeah.
couple months ago, I was at the Kellogg's tour and I met Elizabeth Price and she signed my phone case. Right. But I'm not putting two and two together.
Yeah. Yeah.
I cried and cried, and I'm like, I don't even have a Leo, mom. And she's like, packed it for you.
Oh. Thought of everything.
Right, exactly. The only people in the gym were me, EB, and one coach. And I think she said to me sometime later, after Parquet's very graciously accepted my gymnastics, um, that I was so bad that I had to go there. Like I had to get coached because I was so not. I had no form, no technique, no anything.
They're like, we got to help this girl.
Right, exactly. But I had all of the confidence and the drive and the work ethic. So eventually I worked my way up to a career that I could never imagine for myself. So I'm very lucky that they took me in and always very grateful to them that they made me the champion I am today.
Yeah, that's incredible. I did not know that you were a theater girl. My that's what my degree is in. My degree is in acting.
I
Yeah.
wish. I went to UCLA and I chose sociology because I'm like, "Ugh, what can I do that encapsulates everything that I want to do
Yeah.
when I graduate? I wish I did like theater or world arts and culture. Just my
Well,
favorite class at school was theater. So sorry.
it's fine. No, no. I just was gonna say that theater is kind of like gym. It's like all encompassing. So
Yeah,
like my when I was majoring in theater, it was like I was at the theater all day, every single day, like either in classes or in training or in rehearsal or so
right.
it's a very all-encompassing kind of degree. And
To excel at anything, you need to put your all and
yeah,
sacrifices. So
yeah,
I, it's hard to juggle everything. I even had to go to homeschool online to
yeah.
pursue parquets and the 2 hour drive there and back. But like I know Lori, she's doing Broadway right now,
Yeah, she's on
and
Broadway.
like she has always been destined to
Yeah,
be an entertainer. So
yep,
it's like she also had to make that sacrifice. Like, let me dial in on gymnastics, just let me get my footing, let me accomplish all
yeah,
my goals, and then like I feel like this is her most truest form,
yeah,
being on stage like this. And so it's like she gets to be reborn and live life to the fullest all over again. So
yeah.
very, very cool. But I feel like to be good at anything, you need to focus up on
It's
that
true.
one thing.
It's true. And that's why like I have no other skills besides acting.
That's a huge skill. I'm a terrible actress. So
I'm an actor and a communicator, and that's about and a curious person, so I can ask questions. But yeah, I love that I saw your video that you posted on Instagram when you were a little girl singing Alicia Keys and
yeah.
the Bee Gotcha. Um,
Hmm.
I related to that so deeply in my soul as a theater girl. I was like, I used to make videos of myself all the time singing. I was not good, but I tried, and that video cracked me up. I absolutely loved it.
Well, that was my whole life, was entertaining my family.
Hmm.
Uh, Breakdancing in the middle of school dances when I did used to go to school.
I
Like
did
seriously.
too.
Right, exactly. But like, that was just the way that I felt the most free, the most confident, and it was just so mindless. Like, oh, let
Yeah.
me go put on a good show.
Yeah.
And so my dad had his camera, and I had Windows Movie Maker and a dream, and
Mhm.
cutting. I was cutting the footage. I was putting it up on YouTube myself. Hopefully, no one finds that channel. There's a whole bunch of stuff on there. But that was entertaining my family. Is
Yeah.
just, I guess, how I found my love for being a performer. And
Yeah.
then I tried my best to incorporate that into my gymnastics to make it more fun.
You did that. Absolutely, you did that.
Thank you.
You mentioned parquets, and that was my next question because you trained there, which is known for producing elite athletes.
Mhm.
What was that environment like for you as a young gymnast?
Well, I remember one of my friends from my very first home gym back in New Jersey. She asked me how it was going over the phone, and I'm like, I suck. Like I'm the worst one here, which was fine. Like they had some incredible gymnasts, national team gymnasts, and I just had so much to catch up on. I mean, those girls have been training at Parquet since they were 3, 4,
Yeah.
5, put on this elite track. And my parents and I just found out what elite was when I was like 12 years old.
Yeah.
So we started that process a little late. But it was definitely challenging. It was so much discipline.
Yeah.
And the discipline started before I even got to the gym. We had like an 8:30, 8 a.m. practice, plus it was a 2-hour commute, plus traffic sometimes.
Oh my goodness.
So we were in that car. I'm sleeping in the car. I wake up, I eat my breakfast 5 minutes before we get there. Um, and then it's maybe a 6-hour day, maybe it's an 8-hour day, maybe it's a 4-hour day.
Yeah.
But I was in the elite group with, I would say, 6 other girls. And I think I got a lot of my skills from honestly watching them
Yeah.
and listening to their corrections because I knew I had a lot of catching up to do.
Hmm.
And they were a lot better than me. So at first, they kind of got more of the attention since they were prepping for national team camps
Yeah.
and developmental camp and national competitions and international assignments and EB's training for Olympic trials. And
Yeah.
so, I was just kind of hanging in there, but I made such lasting, beautiful relationships with all of them. Like that's my family through and through.
Yeah.
The coaches too, like Mr. and Mrs. I spent more time with them than I did with my parents. And my parents will admit that. And they did a really great job protecting me. And at first, I felt like they smothered me a lot. Like they'd always be like, "What are you up to? What are you
Yeah.
doing?"
Yeah.
But like, I wouldn't have it any other way being such a young person in a sport as gymnastics, especially back then. So I'm grateful for them and them taking me under their wing. And it was definitely challenging. And it's a lot of responsibility when you're a kid. I'm probably like 14, 15, 16, up until I left for college, I spent with them. But I definitely earned a lot of respect being there. And then eventually, sorry, MJ came and she had to quit school too. And I felt so bad for her. But it paid off. She became like incredibly decorated and wonderful and international assignments and world games and just absolutely magnificent. When our coaches would get mad at us, we'd coach each other. Like it was right. So it was very cute. But it was just like any other family.
Yeah.
We have our squabbles, and we definitely argued, the coaches and I. But at the end of the day, they respected my hard work and creativity, and
Yeah.
they advocated for me in rooms that I wasn't in, and they got me into those rooms. So I really
That's huge.
appreciate it.
Yeah, that's amazing. Do you remember a turning point for you where maybe, I know you kind of felt like you were the worst one at parquets, as you say, but do you remember, was there a turning point for you, maybe a competition or a training or whatever it may be, where you're like, oh, I'm actually good at this and I could go far?
I remember it like it was yesterday. Um, One of the national team coaches, Tammy Biggs,
Hmm.
came to watch EB at practice
Hmm.
because sometimes gyms would have the coaches come and just get them ready for upcoming World Cups and whatnot. So she came to watch EB, and I remember we were all on bars, like all 6 of us, because we're all in the same group. And she's notorious for some crazy drills, crazy, like standing double back off the beam with ankle weights. Like, yeah, but she knew her stuff. She knew
Yeah.
her
Yeah, it sounds intense though.
right. And you're talking to me who did like parkour in her backyard, and
Yeah.
that's how she learned how to do a lot of my tricks. And so she's like, "Okay, Mar, I want you to do this, this, and this." Okay, and I would just do it. And I think she really liked how coachable I was, and definitely fearless. I've always been very fearless. I would try anything.
Yeah.
And she was just giving me connections on bars, like for example, toe hat pack. I probably learned that with her and Joe Stallone in like a day. She's like, okay,
Wow.
now yeah, I was picking up
That's
skills.
fast. Yeah.
She's like, okay, now go toe heck pack, toe handstand. Did it. Go toe heck pack, Maloney half. Did it. And so she called up Marta that day and was like, she needs to come to camp.
Mhm.
And I remember being in the locker room and Mrs. was like, all right, you're going to camp next week. And I started bawling my eyes out. Like, because I'm going by myself. I remember the girls my age who had went with me are injured.
Mm.
So Evie, I don't think was going to this camp, but she made me like a 5-page like handbook
I
on
love it.
this is what you do. Printed it out and everything. It's like day one, it's physical abilities, and then it's this. You can pack this leotard, and then day two and day three, and she took very good care of me.
That's
So it ended up being quite a blessing and an honor. It's the biggest honor to me invited to that camp.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was a turning point.
That's amazing. Wow. Yeah, and I love and how old were you at that point?
14, 14, 15.
14,
I think I
15.
was, yeah.
Okay. And you were a part of the elite system during a very competitive era.
Oh, yeah.
Like, let's just say, very competitive era. What was that experience like being behind the scenes and being involved in those competitions and camps?
Absolutely. Well, I was at camp with Gabby Douglas
Yeah.
and Allie Raisman and Simone.
Yeah.
And I had Lori there. I had just Jasmine Foberg there, who's winning like national titles. And we used to be teammates back in the day. And I met my best friend, Nora Flatley, there, one of the
Mhm.
most beautiful gymnasts I've ever seen. It was just so Maggie Nichols, like so much talent. It was
Yeah.
absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
I even remember like Jade coming to her first camp. Like it's just so much history and to
Icons.
icons everywhere. Like to even be included, to even be sitting in a room with all of them and wearing the same shirt is
Yeah.
inspirational. And I'm so lucky. I'm very lucky with my career, and I don't regret a single thing. It was just an honor to be amongst the greats, and
Yeah.
made some incredible friendships. Trinity was there.
Mm.
Like I could go on and on and on. So it was just
Yeah.
wonderful. And then staying in touch to watch them thrive afterwards, or even still do gymnastics like Jordan.
Yeah.
Oh, Jordan's been going to camp for literally 20 years. Like, I
It's
don't know what
insane.
she's.
And she's only getting better.
Yes, she is.
Make it make sense.
She doesn't make sense because there's no
No.
one like her. There's no
Mhm.
one like her. No one thinks like her. No one has drive like her. I've just she just wakes up every morning and she's on go mode. Like, what can I accomplish today? And it's
Yeah.
just incredible. She really inspires me too. So
Yeah.
just so much inspiration everywhere. It's
Yeah.
hard. It's impossible to not feel like you're getting better every single day. Just
Yeah.
being in the mix, being in the energy.
You'd have to be. I mean, that's the thing is like being around such elite athletes makes you an even better elite athlete as well. You know, like iron sharpens iron type of thing.
Of
Um,
course.
and you're right, like Jordan, I think she's a unicorn.
Yes. Yes.
Like
Yeah.
she, the fact that she's able to juggle all of the things that she juggles and does it with so much grace and like 100% in everything that she does,
Right.
it's so unique and it's just beautiful to witness and it really is so inspiring.
Yes.
So I can only imagine what it must have been like to be in those rooms with those type of athletes and to be take inspiration from them and then to train with EB and
Yeah.
to I mean those are just some heavy hitters in gymnastics. And
Yes.
I think that shows through your gymnastics as well because you were a heavy hitter as well. Like don't get it twisted. Like I want to talk about the 2018 Birmingham Cup because that was a huge moment for you. I remember watching that and I thought I've always loved your bars. Your bars have always been so stunning and difficult and but you put on such a beautiful all-around performance and I want to know kind of was that a turning point for you internationally as well, like with your career, would you say?
I would say that is when like everything just locked in. Like
Yeah.
I was in my flow state, if you will.
Yeah.
And I just remember before making the national team that year, just sitting up on the side of my bed and literally making myself go into like autopilot.
Yeah.
Like, all right, it's time to lock in. It's going to be hard, but this is going to be your year.
Yeah.
And so even when I made the national team, I had a lot of the staff and selection committee come up to me and say, I knew you were gonna do it. I could just tell by the look in your eye that you had it.
Hmm.
And um, it was just, I felt like that was my time.
Yeah.
I, I feel like everything just prepped me for that moment to be at my athletic and mental best.
Yeah.
And so being international and going with Mrs. Strauss and my mom,
Hmm.
it was so much fun. And my main goal, my goals just kept changing. Like at first my goal was get my elite score and
Yeah.
qualify. And then it's like, ugh, I really want to make the national team. And having an international assignment in a World Cup, rather, like on top of that, like
Yeah.
that just completely exceeded my goal.
Yeah.
But I just remember we had that trip, and it was just so fun and enjoyable. I was with Donovan Bailey there, and just a great guy. And um, it's a feeling like no other when you're in a place that feels foreign to you, yet everyone is cheering for you.
Yeah.
Like I remember after my floor routine and with the fist pump,
It was such a good floor routine.
I just remember, I think I dared myself to do, I'm like in the middle of the double back and like, if I stick this, I'm going to celebrate. And
You did.
I did. So I stuck and that's just when I realized like, okay, like you can have fun. It's up to you. Like it's all up to you how you view it, how you look at it. It's your perspective. It's your performance. If you want to celebrate it, you can. You're on literally one of the world's biggest stages right now. And after that, I remember my legs were fried, and I'm sitting next to Angelina Melkanova, and we're like
Gosh.
rubbing out each other's legs.
Yeah.
Can't speak to each other. Like
Yeah.
she barely knows English. I do not know Russian, but
Yeah.
it was just like friendship,
Yeah.
and it was
Just
a
girls.
beautiful, just girl time.
Yeah.
Just a beautiful, wonderful experience. I would say that I think I knew I was going to go to college soon. So I just kind of took that in as like ending on a high note.
Yeah.
That was before I discussed it with my parents or Parkettes, but I kind of knew like that's a good way to finish this chapter.
Yeah, yeah. It was such a phenomenal meet for you. That seemed like, and tell me, I'm just an outsider looking in, but it seems like it gave you a confidence going into college.
Oh, absolutely, it
Yeah,
did. It was for sure a big turning point for me that at the end of the day, I'm an entertainer
yeah,
and I can lean into that and bring that with me throughout the rest of my life. Like
yeah.
I I kind of resented gymnastics because I felt like it took away so much of my creativity and
Hmm.
what I wanted to do. But like that was such a shallow way to think because I could easily been incorporating creativity into my gymnastics this whole time. I
Yeah,
could have been coming up with new skills no one's ever done before. I could collaborate with other choreographers on my floor routines and study old floor routines and figure out what I liked. And that's how I started getting into music. I started mixing floor music on my computer for myself and my sister, and I kind of got into engineering, producing that way. And so I'm here resenting something that that nurtured my creativity. I was just being an a-hole about it, really. So yes, getting into college, like I really was like, okay, it's time to let's turn it up a notch and have some fun with gymnastics. So that's a huge turning point.
Yeah, I agree. And I am I'm curious, you were especially known for, and this is interesting to me because you see a lot of times specialists, I mean you were an all-arounder, but you see a lot of times specialists who are like really good on bars and beam or
Right.
really good on floor and vault. You were really good on bars and floor and beam.
Mm.
And vault too, but like I feel like no, you were good at vault, but like that wasn't your specialty. You know what I mean?
Right. Yes.
But like I feel like it's you don't see a lot of floor performers that can swing bars like you did. Um,
Right.
it's kind of rare. So can you walk me through, has bars always been a strength for you and or did that take time?
Well, I would say I would give that all to my coaching,
Okay.
honestly. I had the best bars coaches in the world training me on bars.
Yeah.
Uh, I had Joe Stallone. He's a men's coach. I was doing men's gymnastics. Like I'm not kidding. Like when I said I was studying Kohei out and
Yeah.
like I was studying the guys across the gym and how they're doing their giant taps and I'm like, how can I learn this?
Hmm.
And it's just always felt like physics to me.
Yeah.
Like I can close my eyes, I can feel the bar bounce right now. Like
Yeah.
seriously, it's just always been like I've always connected with it. It always made sense. And as far as floor, I've had so many ankle issues. But same thing. I was studying Japan on floor, and they're men, and I'm like, well, I feel like twisting would take a lot of the pressure off of my ankles. So I just leaned into twisting and that's how I got into the triples and the 3.5s. And once I got past the 3.5, I couldn't do a double full anymore.
Yeah.
But it'd be like that. The
Yeah.
twisties are real. The twisties
Yeah.
are real.
They are real. They are real. Yeah.
But I just kind of figured out before I even knew it that gymnastics is physics and just how can I manipulate the events and my body position to make gymnastics an easier time for me. And then that's when I kind of started realizing, oh, maybe technique is important.
Yes. Yes, it is.
So I just had great coaches and I had great examples to look at while I was learning. And as far as beam, like I just found skills that worked for me that I felt the most confident with. I wasn't doing standing fulls. I wasn't doing crazy dismounts or triple series, but I felt confident.
Yeah.
And every time I got up there, I acted like I already fell. So I was angry enough to stay on the equipment. So
Angry gymnastics is the key.
you have to. And vault was pain. It was always painful for me, even running down the runway. But then I realized that the slower I ran, the better my block would be. And so, but we never got along. But
But
um,
you could throw a double full.
when it was time to compete, I was on it for
Yeah.
sure. I was a great competitor, I'll give it that. But those practice days, I was on vault for hours, just trying to finish my assignment. But it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, I always, I feel like those three events, the bars, beam, and floor, just stood out for you so vividly. And um, you had such a specific swing. Like it was very, you floated, I mean, it was very elegant. You were very elegant on bars. Um, and I love that about you. And MJ has that same kind of vibe. She's very elegant and floaty on the event as well. Was there a moment where you decided, and I know there was, but I'm curious what this moment was, when you decided to shift your focus? You said that that you felt like Birmingham was kind of uh a closing point for your elite career and going off on a high and moving to NCAA.
Mm.
How did you know that that time was then?
Well, I was listening to music about California. Like I had a playlist called PCH on my phone at the time, and Nora and I would be, well, Nora Gar says, but flatly at the time,
Hmm.
we would be talking about just we spoke on the phone every single day for 4 years straight
Oh,
before we went to college, and I just felt like in my heart and my soul that it was time.
yeah.
Felt like I didn't want to miss going in with my class in the summer. I didn't want to, I felt like my body was just shutting down a little bit, really.
Hmm.
I remember training beam and I did a round off double back, completely missed both feet, uh, like cracked my sternum. My
Oh my
sternum
goodness.
still hurts to this day to lay down. And I
Oh,
just was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm checked. I'm
like that's
checked
it.
out.
Done with elite skills.
Right, for real. And I feel like I deserved to be done. Like I
Yeah.
really went into like I went full throttle those last 4 years of my career
Yeah.
and like it's okay. They had MJ. I knew they wouldn't be bored. I knew that my coaches wouldn't be lonely.
Yeah.
Like my mom would still have to make those commutes to Parkettes. It would be like nothing ever changed. It would
Yeah.
be fine. But I was ready to move on to chapter two.
Yeah.
And it was just a feeling. I remember I wrote Mrs. Strauss like a 10-page handwritten letter,
Hmm.
kind of explaining everything. And she was like, okay, be free. And
Aw,
I had her blessing.
that's amazing. What made UCLA the right fit for you? What drew you there, both athletically, academically, personally? Obviously, there's a huge legacy with UCLA gymnastics, and there's a history and a legacy of the floor routines. And so
Mm.
it makes perfect sense to me that you would go there. So I'm curious to see what kind of that recruitment process was like and what led you there ultimately.
Well, my number one for the longest time was Alabama.
Okay.
And I remember visiting and I was like, hmm, it's nice, but I don't feel like
At
it's me.
Yeah.
Right. And then I visited Georgia
Mhm.
and I was like, ooh, I like this. They have a
They're a
nice
vibe.
journalism program. Like it's a cute little small town. And then I somehow, I think Nora was talking to me about a UCLA visit and Trinity was going to be there too. And I'm like, how can I get in on this? So
Mhm.
ended up visiting UCLA together. And I remember Val Condos had me in her office, with my mom, just sitting on John Wooden's couch.
Mhm.
She was
Wow.
like,
Iconic.
literally, and she was like, so sing for me right now. Just like that. Pulled out her phone, you know, started recording me. And I just did it. I sang Ease On Down the Road from The Wiz, which was
Mhm.
my audition song for so many productions that I did.
Great song.
And full ride right there.
Wow. Sing for me. Full ride.
Yes, which is so funny, full circle, because my first time at national team camp, I'm like in the room with all the girls, like Victoria Wynn, Nora's there, Jordan's there, Ashton Locklear's there, like all my homegirls are there. And they kind of like circle around me and they're like, so we hear you can sing, do it. I'm like, okay, yeah, sing like some Ariana Grande. And, I made the cut. They're like,
Yeah.
okay,
You're
you're in
in.
the, literally. So it was just funny. The fact that I can flip that switch like that and perform and it paid off. And
You're a
I'm like, okay.
performer.
And they saw that more than anything. And I really appreciated that they saw who I really was inside. And it was a no brainer.
Yeah. I ask all of the UCLA athletes this question. What was it like getting your very first UCLA floor routine?
Yes. So we were at Woodward
Hmm.
and I was getting my routine choreographed. And I remember I freestyled the whole thing. And then she'd be like, okay, keep that. Let's change this and make it slower. Okay,
Yeah.
keep that. I like that. And then that was the floor routine.
You
That
just
was
like freestyle. You're so multifaceted. You are such a natural born performer. Like you could be an actor or a dancer or any kind of performer you want to be. You just have that it factor, quite frankly.
Thank you. I mean, um, well, gymnastics is all of those things if you
Yeah.
want to make it that.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of where I ran with it. Um, and becoming like a character. You can literally see it in my face as I step
Yeah.
onto the floor. And so, but that routine had a lot of outside help too, as far as making the voguing
Yeah.
uh, authentic and taking the voguing like seriously. So,
Yeah.
but the main like skeleton of the routine, it was freestyling and having fun.
Yeah.
And BJ Doss eventually, when she came on to the team, like same thing. And I feel like that's what makes her and Miss B such good, excellent choreographers. They listen to your body and they tell you what looks good and what
Yeah.
doesn't,
Yeah.
and whatever you feel most comfortable with, just keep it in.
Yeah.
And so that makes the most like authentic, free flowing routines. And it was just fun. And I honestly don't think I competed that routine the same way
Every
twice.
time. Yeah. Yeah.
Like it was always different. It's my beam routines. I was freestyling half the time.
Yeah.
Like I never did the same beam routine
I
ever.
love it. That's incredible. You're an improvisation girl.
I had to. I mean, I feel like I always in any group setting I'm in, I find a way to lighten the mood in
Hmm.
a way if it feels heavy. Like I will be the one to crack a joke,
Hmm.
even if I get in a little trouble. I'll do it if it makes everyone laugh.
Yeah.
With the beam routines, I remember just doing funny stuff. I'll be mid competition at Utah, and I'm like looking at the girls, like making them, trying to make them laugh,
Yeah.
less serious. I remember one of the last routines I did. I had like three of my freshmen on the sideline, and I'm like getting ready to do my leap pass, and I'm like, I'm so exhausted right now. Like, and you just see them cracking up because you can't see what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just, I guess that kind of helped me stay in the moment too and
Yeah.
not overthink myself.
That's a huge part of it. And that's a huge part of acting too. Like when you're a trained actor, you're taught to be in the moment and just like let it breathe. And I feel
Right.
like it's like that in gymnastics too, because if you're not in the moment, if you think too far ahead or you dwell on the past, you're not going to be in the present and you won't be able to do your best.
Absolutely. That's the one thing I always tell MJ. It's like slow your brain down and be present. And I feel like that's why I was able to be so consistent in my career. It's because I
Yeah.
really took the psychology so seriously.
Yeah.
Because I learned at such a young age by my mom, you're who psychologist,
Yes.
you will do what you tell your body to do. Your
Yeah.
brain is smart, your body is smart. Even if you say the word fall, like don't fall, you're going down.
Yeah.
Like you have to process and program yourself with positivity. And when I was training in that gym, I literally mentally, I don't know I put myself into some kind of arena. And then when I'm in that arena, I put myself back into Yates Gym where we train.
Yeah.
And so that's just a way where I can stay present. And a big thing I got from Sam Pejic, I've only heard stories of her training. Unfortunately, I didn't get to train with her.
Hmm.
She would salute to teammates and coaches before she even went for all of her routines just to put the pressure on.
Mm.
So I adapted that myself. And I'm like, if I can train like this, by the time I get to the competition, I'm still going to be nervous, but
Yeah.
it won't feel like a huge jump.
Yeah.
So
That
it's just
salute won't feel so official. It'll just be normal.
Exactly. It was almost like programming autopilot,
Yeah.
certain keywords, just
Yeah.
pretending you fell already only works for being.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
doesn't work
Yeah.
for anything else.
Yeah.
But so yeah, there's little tips and tricks to make
Yeah.
gymnastics easier.
Definitely. I did have a question from a fan who wanted to know kind of wanted you to talk about the voguing floor routines like you had already mentioned and what it feels like to have kind of been the creator of these voguing floor routines that now there are more of them now. What does that mean to you and what was that process like you said, making it authentic?
Absolutely. I mean, dancers have been voguing as long as I've been doing gymnastics. So I haven't been to any balls yet. I would like to. It's just it's a culture and a lifestyle rather than just a kind of dance.
Yeah.
And so I really, to me, I feel like I'm rather cosplaying voguing than truly voguing because like that it just takes decades to perfect that craft and all of the houses and everything is just like I have a lot of work to do if I want to be considered a voguer. So if anything, I was just paying my respects and being inspired and doing my best and
Yeah.
educating myself as much as I can. And the fact that I was able to respectfully, hopefully everyone thought it was respectful,
Yeah.
kind of bring voguing to the gymnastics community. I mean, I feel like we all have so much in common, and especially coming from a performance standpoint. And so it feels nice. And I hope the voguing community could, I hope they're happy. I hope I made them proud. I hope I did them justice. That's all I can hope for.
Yeah.
Remember I had my homegirl Destiny, who's a huge voguer, come in House of Ninja and just help me perfect lines and face. And we wanted all of the categories in this routine. And there's so much history that goes with
Yeah.
it: old school, new school, the old way, the new way. Um, so it's just there's documentaries, there's books, there's podcasts, there's YouTube videos. There's so much to learn. If anyone listening right now wants to learn about the history, just like I did, but I tried my best to be respectful and represent as best as I could. And I'm just excited, and I'm glad that other gymnasts feel just as empowered as I did doing those moves. And it's like voguing, you give yourself permission to be like your baddest self, like your most fiercest self, because you have to.
Yeah.
If you want to pull off the moves and pull off the look without looking like, without it looking off, you have to go all out.
Yeah.
And it's therapeutic. And so, my props to them. It's very difficult, tiring
Yeah.
to pull off that choreography and do gymnastics at the same time.
Yeah, I mean the thing is you did such unique gymnastics too. Like you would do and I you posted about this the other day and I wanted to bring it up to you as well, but incorporating the side summy into your tumbling pass and things like that. Will you talk about that as well because you were inspired by a male gymnast?
Well, a lot of my gymnast is male gymnastics inspired.
Hmm.
For I don't know, it's just everything they do looks so effortless. So
Hmm.
I'm gonna study it
Yeah.
and the angles of everything. And so, like I said before, I have the twisties. I can't do anything. I can't do a 1.5 twist.
Okay.
Like on vault, it was either a full or a double.
Hmm.
On floor, like it would have been so easy for me to go 1.5 step out into a double back. I can't.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, what can I do?
Hmm.
Let me go study some old school gym. So I
Hmm.
go on YouTube, my best friend. I was on YouTube way too much growing up. I was like, drag makeup. That's how I even found voguing in the first place.
I love
On
that.
the drag queens. And then I found some crazy old school passes, Dominique Dawes's old passes, like
Oh,
the
just back and forth.
yes, even cheerleading. So I'm like, there's something here. We look it up in the code. It's doable.
Hmm.
So before I even asked my coach if I can do it, really, I wanted to already have it so that when I show them, they're like, "Oh, that has to go in."
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I worked on it at parquets, and it was really difficult because, well, I worked on it parquets during the summer,
Mm,
and it was difficult because you can't run into it. You can
yeah.
only just step or you run out of
Like a
space.
hurdle and then go?
Yes, like a baby hurdle.
Baby hurdle. Okay.
And so it was good. They put it in. I would go crooked a lot. One thing I could never do was a round off straight. My round off was always looking a hot mess. So I had to keep that straight in line. And that was the hardest part of that pass. But it was cool. And people liked it. It was different. So I tried to shake it up a little bit.
It was really cool and it was really different and we loved it. It was so cool. And you're also this is something like very niche, but you're very good at side summies.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. And those
I
are hard skills.
Saitomi is a hard skill. It's also supposed to be an ugly skill. Like that's how I was taught how to do it. Like it's an ugly skill.
I
That's
don't
how
think it's
Taylor
ugly.
played
I
it.
love a side summy.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
It's not ugly. Not when you do it.
I appreciate it.
Yes.
Thanks.
Okay.
Aesthetic.
You became a key contributor on bars and beam and then an iconic floor performer as well. What did it mean to you to find your place on the UCLA team in those key roles?
Right. Well, a lot of my career I was lead off,
Hmm.
which is when I really had to think like there's a lot of pressure on you to do well.
Yeah.
Because like group think is a real thing. And I
Yeah.
learned that in college. And it was really hard for me to just snap out of that elite individualism because I'm here thinking like cheering. We didn't cheer for each other at camp. Why do you need it
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
But I'll do it though.
Yeah.
And I and then like the later on I got into my career, and I feel like not a lot of people talk about how difficult it is to transition from an individual setting into a group one. It's
Yeah.
completely different brain chemistry and
Yeah.
completely different empathy and perspective. And then the later on I got in my career, I'm like, dang, I need to scream loud. I need some energy, guys. Like I'm getting old. Like I need
Getting old.
they're screaming at me, breathe, breathe, because I needed the social, not the social. I needed the verbal cues and reminders.
Yeah.
So I picked it up eventually, but just I had to learn how important my attitude and mentality and performance, even my salute, was for the next person going up.
Yeah.
Because it's not just me anymore. Like it is all of us, and energy is a real thing. Just like how we were talking about being at camp, just being around, you will pick up the energy in the room. Like it's
Yeah.
inevitable. So if I do a 9-8 bar routine and I salute and I'm like, ugh, that wasn't my best, the next person going up isn't going to feel um, inspired
Yeah.
to do their best, you know?
Yeah.
So I kind of had to learn that I set the tone, and it is
Yeah.
such an important role and a lot of responsibility.
Yep.
And then I went from being lead off to anchor. I don't think I was really ever in the middle for bars, at least. And same thing, except you watched everyone go, or you can turn around and not watch anyone go. I
Yeah.
tried both techniques, they both work. And it's just a matter of no matter what the circumstances, you have to be so incredibly locked in and ready to go.
Yeah.
And your team has to trust you so much, especially if we just had a fall or it's the last event and we're down to like a 10th with our competing team.
Yeah.
So there's just I'm so glad I'm a sociology major because like the older I get, the more I'm like everything makes sense now.
Everything makes sense.
But yeah, a lot of responsibility, and I'm
Yeah.
so happy to be trusted as long as I was, and those 150 whatever routines I did on the stage. It's just I'm very grateful, and I'm very lucky that I was able to. to compete.
Being a leadoff is so impressive to me. And then also being able to be an anchor is so impressive to me. I think that's one reason why Jordan impresses me so much is because at the Olympics, she was leadoff on 3 events. And it
Yeah,
was, she knew it was her job to set the tone, and she did. And
yeah,
then now she's an anchor on almost every event for UCLA. And so to be able to be both, that is that speaks a lot to character and ability. And so the fact that you were both also speaks a lot to your character and your ability. But
mhm,
you're right, like that is a lot of pressure, and that is different kinds of pressure, because I feel like with the lead off, if the leadoff falls, it's rough out there.
yeah,
Like it's hard because that puts a ton of pressure on the back of your lineup, on the rest of your lineup. Um,
mhm,
but also, as an anchor, you have a big responsibility too, because if there was a fall in the lineup, or you usually get the highest score typically. So it's they come with different pressures, I would say.
ab-
Yeah.
absolutely. It's it's just all mental. Gymnastics is all mental.
Yeah.
And if you're a collegiate gymnast, you are one of the best in the world. So
Yeah.
the physical gymnastics is not the problem.
Yeah.
And it will never be the problem. It's
Yeah.
all your mind.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it makes so much sense why Jordan will be able to lock in, especially at the Olympics, being lead off. And
Yeah.
it shows up in her every day. She is such a mentally strong, tough person. Her mental stamina, never seen anyone like it,
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
Except my boyfriend, probably. Ian Gunther.
Yeah.
His ethic and mental stamina and everything is incredible and inspiring. And so it's exactly what I said. Like, you have to lock in the gym, lock in at practice, and you need to make sure that you're on point mentally. You're doing mental routines before sleep. You're writing in your journal. You're praying about it. You're watching film. You
Yep.
can't be afraid to watch a film. I know a few girls I trained with would feel like they would feel insecure watching
Yeah.
themselves do gymnastics. I'm insecure when I hear the sound of my own voice. Like, I completely understand. But if you want to be better, you have to watch and you have to look at those mistakes and you have to cringe.
Yeah.
And I've always leaned into YouTube and watching online. And it's just important to be real with yourself. And when you get back into the gym, you're able to replay it and be like, all right, I need to fix this, this, and this. And everything will always translate to the competition if you're locked in at practice. I will always stand by that.
Yeah. Absolutely. And you're right. I mean, and for you to have a mother who works in psychology, who was able to teach you at such a young age about mental toughness and mental strength,
Mhm.
I mean, that's huge, because and I think so many gymnasts, you all mature so young, because you learn discipline at a young age, you learn routine at a young age, you learn time management at a young age,
Yeah.
you learn respect, all of those things that are so important just in life in general. And I think
Right.
that's why gymnasts are such typically well-rounded people, because you have to learn those tough things that I'm learning now as a 35-year-old, you know?
Yes.
So that's huge that you have a mom that like taught you that.
Mhm.
And that you have that mental strength and that mental toughness, and that it kind of clicked for you, and that you were like, this is all making sense. That's a huge
Absolutely.
piece. Mental gymnastics is a huge part of artistic gymnastics.
100%. And I would say my parents are exact opposites. They're
Hmm.
both behavioral therapists for children, both of them.
Hmm.
And my mom was teaching me about like the mental part of it all, and my dad was teaching me about like the expressiveness part of it all. Like, we were in the backyard, he'd say, "Okay, moves like Jagger's at doing the level 4 floor routine." He's like, "You can't do it shy. You gotta do it big, like boom, boom, boom." So I had two complete opposite, you know,
Yeah.
um, It's just they were both right. And
Yeah.
they're listening now. You guys were right.
It sounds like mom kind of grounded you and then dad kind of pumped you up.
Yeah, 100,000,000%. And both are so important. So I
Yeah.
have that with my siblings. I have the best support system ever. But now being retired, it's like the things that I learned when I was young, yes, they help me now, but I have so much left to learn.
Yeah.
Like we learned about time management and whatnot. We only learned how to go. We never learned how to stop.
Yeah.
I'm still learning how to stop overdoing it. I think when I retired, I did Pilates twice a day, every day.
Oh,
Like
wow.
why? And walking.
Yeah.
Like why? And then I got into kind of a state where I didn't want to do anything. I'm like,
Mhm.
why am I forcing myself to work out? No one's gonna make me do a rope climb. No one's gonna yell at me. I don't have
Yeah.
any, I can just lay in bed all day. But then it's like, how do you give yourself the discipline to go work out and to make your body move? And there's just so much reprogramming and you're never done learning, are you?
Never, never, never. Well, we've talked a lot of gym, which I love. I'm a gym nerd. I could talk about it all day, but I also want to get to know you as a person as well. So I
Mhm.
wanted to ask you, are you someone who's into beauty, self-care, makeup, skincare, all that?
Yes,
Love it. Let's
when I
talk.
when I should have been doing all my schoolwork in the car, I was definitely watching Michelle Phan do makeup.
Yes. Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah, I
I
love it.
remember that. Okay, so talk to me. What are some of your favorite makeup products?
Okay, right now, should I just go grab my makeup bag?
Yeah, go grab your makeup bag.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Okay, yeah.
This is my Pride and Joy.
Oh, gorgeous.
My Pride and
Love
Joy.
her.
So I've really gotten into this Makeup Forever palette.
Love those palettes.
I was just in Europe for a month and in Asia for another month.
Mm-hmm.
This is all you need.
Yep.
And I would say I've had terrible acne a lot of my childhood. It just went away. Just went away.
I was gonna say your skin's amazing.
Thank you. Go I went to my dermatologist, like Panoxyl and Clearasil wipes can only do so much. You need to
Yeah.
get medicated.
Yeah, I hear you.
So definitely once I got my skin clear, I started working more on skin prep.
Yeah.
And then I'm able to just touch up little marks that I have left over.
Yeah.
So definitely this, and I got into this. This is probably my favorite
Is
product
that
right
the
now.
lip beige?
Yes, but it's the highlighter.
Oh wait, I didn't know. I use the foundation.
It's all good.
It's so good. I haven't tried the highlighter though.
I mix it in my foundation. And it's
Oh, that's
I have this.
gorgeous.
I have this on my chest and my shoulders right now.
That's gorgeous. Yeah, I love that.
So these are my two. Can't live without it. Plus the
Mhm.
Dior foundation stick.
Yes, that's a good one too.
You're good. You're good forever. Finish it
Yep.
up with the Saltaire. Anything Saltaire? Obsessed, 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 obsessed. The
Period.
deodorant. Get into the deodorant,
Smells amazing.
and that's all. That's all I
I
have.
love it. I love it. I love those Makeup Forever palettes because you can do concealer, you can do foundation, you can do contour, you can do bronzer, you can do blush, you can do a lip, you can do eyeshadow, you can do like literally anything with those palettes.
And I do. I do it all. And then
Yeah.
I just maybe I'll put a powder on if
Yeah.
I want. I did it today because I'm on camera, but
Yeah.
it's just quick and easy. Okay, you're snatched. So I'm like, her makeup is definitely not recreational.
Thank
She's
you.
someone cooked here. Okay.
I usually wear like like I love a good I like brown eyeshadow, kind of like a burnt brown like eyeshadow and like lashes and
Mhm.
stuff. I love that, but I didn't do it today because I was like feeling a little tired.
That's
Um
okay.
but I do love a good like burnt brown eyeshadow with some lashes, maybe a little bit of brown eyeliner.
Yes, for sure.
Love that.
I did the white eyeliner today. I don't
It
usually
looks good.
but I tried. I don't
It
know.
looks good. What lip are you wearing right now?
It's from Indonesia, actually.
Okay.
It's this brand,
Ooh, okay, cool.
and it's the weirdest like lip lacquer situation
Oh, that's
stain.
gorgeous.
And I just did that with a little bit of plum from MAC
Yeah.
uh, liner and looks nice.
It
So,
looks so pretty. I love talking makeup. I could talk about it all day. So, what about skincare? You said you went to your dermatologist. What does your skincare routine look like nowadays?
so simple. So simple. I am on a triple gel, which is a mixture of like benzoyl peroxide,
Mhm,
tretinoin,
mhm.
and a kind of I don't know what the third thing is. I think it's like antibiotic
Mhm.
for your
Yeah,
face. It's
yeah,
all
yeah.
topical.
Yeah.
I'll do that with the Medicate vitamin C. I just started putting vitamin C into my routine.
Yeah.
Okay, let me start daytime.
Yeah.
Daytime, maybe I'll wash my face with the cleanser, but usually I'll just get a washcloth nice and hot and press it in.
Yep.
And I'll do my sunscreen, of
Yeah.
course,
So
and
important.
then so important, and the vitamin C
Yeah.
sunscreen. And then I will do the Tower 28 spray throughout the day.
I use that too. It's so
It's so
good.
good. Did you get your birthday gift? When's your birthday?
I did get my birthday gift. It was in January.
Oh, Aquarius?
No, Capricorn.
Capricorn? Okay.
Yeah.
My littlest sister is a Capricorn. Happy birthday.
Aw.
So I just got my Tower 28 in
Yep.
my birthday gift. And then at night I will do the triple gel and I will wash my face with just a salicylic acid cleanser.
Hmm.
I think it's from Obagi.
Hmm. Yeah.
And just a really thick moisturizer at night. That's it. Skin is clear.
Yeah. It looks
Skin,
great.
thank you. And take your probiotics.
Yes, period. I used to be one of those girls that did like 1,001 steps for my skincare because I thought I needed to, but my skin was like freaking out. And so now I think I use like maybe four products max.
Yes.
And like most of the time it's like three, but four products if I'm feeling fancy. And
Mhm.
my skin has never been better. And it's like sometimes when we do less, the better our
Right.
skin reacts.
Absolutely. Less is more. And it takes time. Like I
Yeah.
remember when I first started these products, I broke out even more and
Yeah.
purged. But it's like, let me relax. Let me keep my pillowcases clean. Curly hair girls with we have so much hair product in. If we
Hmm.
don't sleep with like some kind of cap on, it's getting all over our face when
Yeah.
we lay on our pillow. So that too.
Yeah.
Plus, like my boyfriend's skin is so clear and he doesn't do anything but use my face wash. So I'm like, let me do what he's doing
Let
and
me know
move
what he's
on.
doing and do nothing.
Right, and literally do nothing.
It's so
So
rude.
it's actually terrible. His hair, his eyelashes. Ugh. Anyway,
Like, what are some of your favorite movies and TV shows? Maybe like some comfort movies, comfort TV shows that you keep going back to.
my favorite movie ever will always be Mean Girls.
Love it.
Because I didn't go to high school, but
Mhm.
that was my high school. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, wow, high school would have been fun. But that's not high school.
Mean
So
Girls was Mars's high school.
yes, it was.
I
People
love it.
think that's so fun. I'm a homeschooled jungle
Yeah.
freak, as they say in the movies, and I can relate to all of it. Um, and of course, The Devil Wears Prada has always been a movie I watch like every 3 years, and I always look at it completely differently every
Yeah.
time I watch it.
Are you ready for the second one?
I cannot wait. I'm
I'm
so
so
excited.
excited.
I can't wait to watch it. Who do
Yeah.
you think like the bad guy is,
I think it's
Jared?
the boyfriend.
It's the
Yeah,
boyfriend.
it's the boyfriend. It's not the
Mhm.
women. The women are not the problem. It's the man.
It's the boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. Isn't that crazy? Like in High School Musical,
Yeah.
the who's the bad guy in that? It's not Sharpay. She was
No.
trying to Troy a scholarship,
Yeah.
get a job. It's
Yeah.
Like, so
But
I don't
we're
know.
conditioned to believe that it's the mean girl, it's the mean woman. No, it's the man.
Right. And it's
Yeah,
like, how did that woman empower the mean woman get there in the first place? Because she puts her foot down and
exactly. She's not
she's
mean.
real.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I'm here with it. I'm here with it. I believe it.
So
We're on
that
the same
those
page.
yeah, right. It's life is crazy. Um, and then I'm watching Queen Charlotte right now, and I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
with it. And
That's a good
Bridgerton.
one. What about music? What are your music tastes? What are some of the artists you're really loving right now?
Well, my music taste is a hot mess. I could not even tell you where to begin. I listen to I have a convertible. Her name is Carly.
Mhm.
She's named after Carly Patterson.
I love
So,
it.
because she's just reliable,
Mhm.
and she always just hits.
Count on her.
Right. So
That's hilarious.
I love Carly Patterson. I just met her. I was like, starstruck. But so when you're in a convertible in LA or Orange County or anywhere, there's just you want to listen to like something with some depth to it, just very chill. So I like some Marvin Gaye is
Oh,
always good.
yeah.
Or I really I like The Weekend.
Yeah.
It's a
Love it.
vibe,
Yeah.
very busy. And
Hmm.
I would say, what's one more? Maybe some Kelly Uchis. Do you
Who?
know? Kelly Uchis and
I don't
Don Toliver.
I
They're
don't know
dating.
who they are.
Oh, you'll like it. It's good.
Okay.
It's,
You'll put me onto it. I love it.
yeah, so those four. Love Don Toliver. He's probably my favorite artist out right
Okay.
now.
Okay. I'm gonna check them out.
I'll send you my Carly playlist.
Send me the Carly playlist. I would love to know. What are some hobbies that you have outside of gymnastics? Because I know you still play in the gym, you make videos with Ian, you do all
Mhm.
these fun things. What are some hobbies that you have outside of gymnastics?
Well, I'm definitely always doing something random. I would say I keep training in the gym and playing around because, of course, to make videos with Ian, but I got into the stunting world.
Yeah,
So I'll do like some stunts and I try to keep my gymnastics up a little bit because, it's always
it's
important.
helpful.
It definitely helps. So there's that. I love sewing.
Ooh,
A lot of very interesting, exciting things coming up that I've been working on.
ooh,
So
leotards?
I'm not going to say no.
Okay, okay, not gonna say no. Who are some of your fashion inspos that you take maybe when you're thinking about leotards or when you're styling yourself? Who are some of your fashion inspos?
Of course. Well, I love just looking at what the performing girlies are wearing on stage.
Hmm.
Sabrina Carpenter and like Beyonce and just the honestly Tate McRae too.
Yeah, yeah,
She's doing stuff on stage. She's doing stuff.
yeah, she is.
I'm like, what are they wearing and to where they feel like they can be in front of thousands of people right now and still keep up under hot lights and makeup and sweat? Because that's essentially what we're doing.
Yeah,
And I'm just so inspired by like regular everyday brands
yeah.
like Skims and Aloe and Love Shack Fancy
Hmm.
and just Lululemon, things that the average person is reaching for.
That we love.
Yes, things that I reach for.
Yeah,
Like I'm going to shoot videos with Ian and I throw on an aloe bodysuit. I'm not putting on a leotard
yeah,
because I
no,
don't feel comfortable in one anymore. Because
yeah,
I got my woman parts.
yeah,
I'm a woman.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
want to feel like I can wear something that makes me feel confident in my body.
yep,
And so I'm like, I need to design some leotards that make me feel like if I want to throw on some sneakers and a hoodie and I could put some shorts on and go. Like
yeah,
something cute, something I could wear under jeans. Like that is the goal.
yeah.
Um, and Sex in the City. All of those
Oh,
characters, the best style, and just uh, so classic.
Yeah.
Like nothing they ever wear will ever go out of style.
No, it's still relevant to this day.
Forever.
Yeah, and I do adult gymnastics. I'm always figuring out what to wear to the gym. Like, I'm like, so I put on Lulu or I put on Aloe, but I'm like, I feel like there's nothing for me and my body type for gymnastics, you know?
Yes. I coached a lot of adult gymnastics when I retired.
Mm,
And I was getting the same thing, the same questions.
yeah.
Like, what do I wear? What should I wear? And they're just wearing their leggings and their tank top, which
Yep.
is perfectly fine. But
Yeah.
it's like, where are the options? Like, I
Yeah.
wish there was just more options.
Yeah.
That's all I can create. Just something affordably priced,
Yeah.
super cute, not over the top, as far as design wise, just
Yeah.
something you can wear every day because
Sleek and
everyone, yes, it's sleek, chic, easy. Everyone does gymnastics,
everyone
literally.
does gymnastics.
So, yeah, I love that.
I love it too. That's amazing. Okay, so we've arrived to the final questions. This kind
Okay.
of shows how we're alike, how you're different. I ask every guest these same questions. But what is a gym sound or noise that you love that's like ASMR to you when you're in the gym?
Um, when the, ooh, what is a good one? When you do a really good front tuck on beam,
Mm, that's good.
and like,
Ooh. Yeah,
I think that's a good one.
that's a good one. Yeah. What is a gym sound or noise that you hate that you cannot stand when you're in the gym?
Mars?
Really?
That.
That sound. That's so
Mars? Terrible. Like what I do now.
what I do now. Stop it. What
Mm.
brings you to life creatively, spiritually, or emotionally?
Emotionally, would be, well, all of them is music,
Hmm.
first and foremost,
Hmm.
and being around people I love for
Hmm.
all three,
Hmm.
and being in the sun. I
Oh,
need those.
love that. You're a Cali girl now.
I like need it. And when the
Yeah,
winter time comes, I get the winter depression. Like that's
I
a
do
real
too.
thing.
Yeah. What is your favorite guilty pleasure TV show?
Ooh. I love the Kardashians because I learned so much marketing
Yeah.
strategy. They
Yeah,
are so smart.
they are. They know their marketing. Absolutely.
Like you can't, like all of them are so smart, especially Kim,
Hmm.
because she reminds me a lot of myself as far as doing random stuff.
Hmm.
Like she's done everything from hosting TV shows to modeling to singing to, I don't know,
Having
selling.
lines.
Right, acting, all of it. Like, and she's not afraid to get a no, and
Yeah.
she's not afraid to fail. And I just let the bar, like, for
Yeah.
her. So I'm like,
You got to respect that.
if she can fail in front of millions of people, like, I'll be fine. I
Yeah,
can, I can try new things too.
absolutely. Yeah, I love that outlook. If you're reincarnated as an animal, what animal would you be?
Huh. A fish? I think I'd be a
A
fish.
fish. Why a fish? Do you like the ocean?
I'm a Pisces, and I feel like
Oh,
all
okay.
Pisces look like fish.
This is the last question, and I always say in every podcast, I think it's an important one. But looking back, what would little Mars be most proud of right now?
Wow. I carry her with me all the time.
That's important.
She's always with me. So, especially being a big sister too.
Yeah.
I always keep her in mind. Um, what would she be most proud? She would be most proud of that nothing will ever stand in the way of our childlike wonder, creativity, and whimsy. Like nothing will ever overshadow just that effervescence. Like
Yeah.
we will always be in touch with our childlike sense of nature.
Yeah,
And I think that is what you need to be able to have an exciting and enjoyable and loving life, in my opinion.
absolutely. No, it's huge. I mean, to stay in touch with your childlike self is so huge, and to like approach, talk about this a lot, approach everything from a place of gratitude and from that childlike wonder and never losing that is so huge. And I think that's why I connected to your gymnastics so much, is because you just competed so freely and with joy. And that is something that I think that people cling to, because this world is a crazy place and we look for joy wherever we can find it, you know? And you brought that to so many of us.
Thank you, Joy. You bring so many people joy yourself, Joy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Like I'm a true believer in like reincarnation, of course. And we were put on this earth to fulfill a duty, and we already know what that is. So I just feel like, especially you know that it's your duty to educate and uplift.
Yeah.
And I admire that about you so much. And it takes a lot of guts to have a podcast, and you're doing an excellent job. And it's such an honor to be here. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Mars. That really means a lot. I very much admire you and I'm inspired by you. So hearing you say that really means a lot to me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
You are such a remarkable human being and a remarkable athlete, and that is what this podcast is all about, is showing the human side of the incredible athletes that we see on our TVs, beyond the leotard, beyond the accolades, beyond the scores. And I appreciate your vulnerability and your openness and your honesty. And yeah, I had such a wonderful time talking to you.
Thank you very much for giving me a safe space to just be more open, and I really missed this part of myself. This is the first interview I think I've done since I retired, and so it's very thank you for just giving me such a an honest. I want to be very particular with these words because everyone who comes on this podcast should know that it is such an uplifting and honest and intentional place to speak. And thank you for providing that for me.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure, truly. Well, I'll talk to you later, okay?
Okay.
All
See you
right.
later.
Bye.
Bye.